All right. You want to read all that?
So now for the top picks. Something that everyone's been talking about the last freaking week.
No shit.
CM Punk returns to WWE. If you haven't heard of it, you're living under a rock.
Is this what he wrote? Is that all that? Oh, you said
what
that.
What was that?
Oh, you said that.
Oh, yeah. I'm just.
Did he write that or you said that?
I just said that.
Because Raymond's never been that creative. Go on. I was like reading. I go, Raymond's never said stuff like that. All right, yeah.
CM Punk returned to WWE this year, Survivor Series in Chicago after 10 years. Question for you is, what was your initial reaction to CM Punk's WWE return?
No, I was happy. I like CM Punk. I think we've covered it before. I've said he's always been nice to me and always been cordial.
I think
he's worked a lot of Florida shows down here with Billy Fives. Anybody I know that's worked him down here, no, but people I personally have integrated. No, I've never had said to me any bad things about him. I don't know what was going on in AEW and stuff like that. I have no idea. There was all these things, and they said, and prior to that when he was in WWE. But me personally, I've never had any. I've never had any bad dealings with him. He's always been a great guy to me, and. But I think what my initial reaction goes, I thought that was like a 1-2 body shot to AEW. Like if you ever seen a boxer and they punch somebody in the stomach and they knock them out with a body shot, it was like a body shot. Not that WWE looks at that as competition, but because the shit went chaotic there and it was so crazy there, he came there and he got a big pop in AEW in Chicago, but then the pop he got when he came out in WWE in Chicago, and it was unexpected. They did it the right way. Randy Orton came back. People said they'd take away from Randy Orton. No, they think other people may have been upset. I don't know, but I don't think that it really mattered because the show was already going off the air, and he came out, and it was just like nobody expected it. Okay, it's not happening, and it just
like the Avengers movie.
It was like Beatlemania or something, and the girls people are throwing babies up in the air. Chicago. The Chicago people are going nuts, and it was like Beatles when they get off the plane. And the girls are chasing them or something like of that equivalent. Or I heard. I think Bully Ray, they call him Bubba. I call him Bully Ray. I think he said the pop was like World Cup soccer or something like. The place erupts and I think of it as like the Beatles, but you're expecting the Beatles, but you're not expecting like that goal to win or him to come out. So it was more than just like, oh, we CM Punk's gonna be here. It was just like, what? I gotta piss myself. But I was cool. I thought it was great business. Hunter's the dude, man. Hunter. He'll learn from Vince and everybody else that you business is business. You don't. I teach that in the school. I said, you guys got to learn to get along and fake it till you make it, because you ain't gonna necessarily like the person you're working with. You may not like anybody you're working with, but if you want to make money, you better act like you want to work with them, and fake it till you make it. Kill them with a smile, and because it's just business. You're a businesswoman in the outside world of wrestling, and you're in wrestling, and it's all cutthroat either way. That somebody talking shit about you, or no, they don't like you, but you need them, or they need you. You need each other to be successful, or make a certain amount of money, or to elevate something somewhere and elevate yourselves, or your bank account, or the company, or whatever. You got to do it.
Doesn't matter if you like them, and the biggest thing too, people don't realize is like those bridges that you burn are very important, because like you never know when you have to cross it back.
Some people, they always joke, they blow up bridges, but I just tiptoe across them. Bridges are usually falling apart, but I try to get apart them, but it's not because I'm trying to blow them up. I don't really try not to blow up anything.
It's more like a drawbridge, like if you need to temporarily, but never burn it, because you never know.
If I'm going to destroy a bridge, I'm going to make sure there's a barge there, a building right behind it. It's like,
or at least have some freaking kind of ladder, because at some point you might need that.
I got Red Cross and everybody like right there, I got all the emergency crisis and everything. It's going to be rebuilt in a matter of minutes. I don't even get mad more than 5 minutes. If I stay upset more than anything in 5 minutes, then I usually I'm done with it. I never go back to it. If it's that bad, I just never come back to it. I don't talk about it or say anything bad about anything. I just move on. But I thought it was great. I think it's a good chance for CM Punk to show he's matured and do great things. He's seasoned now, like in AEW, he was working. He's trying to work matches with guys that are they want to do all this higher impact and flying around. It's it's very physical on an older person, but as you mature and you're body, you can't do some things that you used to be able to do. You're not as agile, but you become a smarter worker. You understand. You get more for less. You know, you work more for. You build to a pop, or your psychology it comes into play more, and it actually makes you. You're seasoned, you know, like you said, it's like seasoned killer, right? You know, you're a seasoned wrestler, and you know when to do things. So I think I'm very interested to see how his matches are going to go, because I think he's very smart, and I think he's going to be able to put some good stuff together. And you know, maybe he can, you know, like Edge, who's trying to run. They tore triceps, and I think CM Punk went through the same series of kind of injuries here and there at AEW. Yeah. So as he approaches this, I think this is a really good chance for him to slate. You know, he's a superstar. I mean, you heard the pop, right? And if you didn't listen to it on Monday night when he came back out, even though they knew he was going to be, you know, still people are. It's great. So I thought it was good. I think it's great for wrestling, and I think it opens up a lot more opportunities for storylines, you know, and things, and to have creatively good matches and stuff like that, and angles and stuff. So I'm excited for it. I really am.
Yeah. We talked about bridges already. That was the next question. But, you know, does the return of CM Punk prove Vince McMahon's stand on never say never when it comes to working with someone after burdening
Vince
bridges?
McMahon's not doing it. I don't think Vince McMahon had anything to do with it. I think it was Hunter. Hunter and Dever or whoever. Hunter ultimately probably. And but Hunter, Vince, he works. Is that what it says, right? He works with people. He would bring people back. He brought back Ultimate Warrior, Sable, all kinds of different people he had problems with over the years. Like, you know, because it's money. Business is business. Vince is a business guy. He's business. He's all business, and he's been business with me, like whatever. But he's also been friendly on the side when it's not business. So, I mean, I didn't have that much interactions with him, but whatever it was, you could clearly know when you're dealing with a business, Vince, and then you're dealing with the business is done.
Off
Vince,
the clock,
you know? Yeah,
per
off
se.
the clock. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's two different things, you know. He's made money with a lot of people and a lot of things that he didn't like, I'm sure. Look at Hogan and the steroid trials. He's back, you know, all the stuff, like craziness, but he's still.
Jeez.
Business is business. I mean, go back to history and look at it, you know.
Yeah. Speaking of business, and I know you always say you're not a businessman, but if you were the WWE, how would you book CM Punk differently than he was booked in AEW? What would you do differently?
Well, it's totally different because WWE, they're not going to put up with any shit of anything that happened like AEW. Like, it's structured. It's a structured company, structured machine. I don't know. I'm sure that he had to come back with some stipulations. I'm sure it wasn't him making stipulations. I'm sure they were like, no, it's going to go this is your storyline. So
you have to be in your best behavior.
I don't know how they're going to book. I think they're going to book him like they do anybody else. I think they'll book him like they did Cody Rhodes, or I don't know. I really don't know. That's why I said I'm excited to see. I don't know. I'm excited as a fan of pro wrestling to see what's going on. So I don't know how I would book him. I would probably, I don't know, it could get confusing because you got Roman Reigns and then you got Cody, or maybe Cody gets the belt from Seth, and then maybe he wants the belt. I don't know. There's so many other things. I don't know. I'm just going to watch this as a fan and enjoy it as a fan. And
with Randy Orton,
so that's why I said
too.
it's exciting time when Randy Orton.
It's a lot.
Randy came back. He's a big Randy Orton guy.
It's freaking tank.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to go get me double lumbar, come back. Yeah, he looked great. He looked good. And, yeah, they did that. The big pop. Randy got his pop coming out. Randy did this big cutter. Boom. 1, 2, they all got their hand raised. The copyright's coming on, and boom. They did that right. They did it right. They caught everybody off guard. It was good.
Yeah,
very good.
Really,
good business
cool.
on their part. Good job, Hunter, or whoever was in charge of it.